I make a lot of new money, when the not saving, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Look out! 90! 12. Alpha!
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Bravo!
Throwing his line. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Let's go!
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
12. Hey, two.
Hey, watch the slant.
552.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
12.
Mike,
40, easy, alert.
check.
On.
Check.
Shit.
Room here to run. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be taken very short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
6, right there. 56. Hey. Check. Hey, alert 3.
Down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
50 to go.
Off the play fake. Eason. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. And this is complete. It's Allen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Back. Check three. Watch twist.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Keenan Allen, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We haven't haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're going to go. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. A gain of 3, second down. From the 41, Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 7-7, our score after 1. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Kill. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm coming for you, son. 11. 49. I'm here.
They are going for it. It's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. Denver has the first down to play, going for 15 yards.
Check safety. Check. Fresno.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Come on. Hey, Charlie. 49 to Mike. Hey, check 26.
From the 50, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Echo. Let's go, Steve. It's going to be a long day. Mexico. It's going to be a long day. Whip. Watch the whip. 11 V. Hey, exit. Mike's 49.
From the gun, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
You punk.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. just picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Ready? Stick the oar.
Let's go.
Ready?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
10 Lobo.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Eason. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
March 49. March 49. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Go. 70, Indy.
Sit tight. You go tight. You got tight.
Go.
Here's Eckler. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's checking. Crash. Wide. Get wide.
61, matchbox lights.
Check.
Shoot.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
On first down, Locke. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team.
Now Luck. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Down right. We want this. Check.
The final shot before the break. Luck steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Tight dog.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Get it.
Off the play fake. Eason. Open man, it's Allen. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Right here. Check it backer. Check it backer.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Off play action. Eason. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Hunter Henry brings it in. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He's going to float this one. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. In for the score. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Broncos.
Cross. March 49. March 49. Hey, defense, let's go.
Luck on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career.
Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Check your hot read. Watch safety green. Watch safety
Grip.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
64. Go. Get it.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check three, check three, check three.
Off the play fake. Eason sliding out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason. He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 24. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right
On 2nd and 10, Locke flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler, and he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready. 10 over.
56. Check 56.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Off play action. Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, it's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it here with Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Hey, Haywood.
Here I come. Check 9, check 9. Check safety, check safety. 45.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
We got to step it up.
Hey, exit.
At the 42-yard line.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass the 20. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Rip right. Check. Fresno. Check 26.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a
And now off to the races, down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drop. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
49. Hey, wahoo!
31's the mic.
Off the play fake. Eason, he's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
High 7.
Check 25, check 25.
Greystone travel. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Off play action. Eason, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Off the play fake. Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
Now a first down throw. Locked. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off play action. Eason finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
Off the play fake. Eason. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?